Alright everyone, the Star Fox Nintendo Direct happened yesterday, and we have a new Star Fox game. This was the most out of field thing ever. I literally got a notification on my phone from YouTube saying, live now, Star Fox Direct. I literally had a panic attack because I'm like, what in the world? What in the world? There was no notice whatsoever, but yes, there is a new Star Fox game. It is quite literally called Star Fox. Now, I could go on about the marketing, but I won't go on about that. I made a video about that, and I'm going to kind of split some of this news up in between this main video and the podcast coming tomorrow. Alright, so yes, we did get a new Star Fox game called Star Fox for the Switch 2. It is quote-unquote based on Star Fox 64. Now, from what I can tell, it is a remake slash reimagining of Star Fox 64. It has the same story and everything, but holy cow, these graphics have been majorly updated. Can we just take a second to appreciate these graphics? If I'm being honest, I think to me at least, this might be the best looking Nintendo game, made by Nintendo game, I have ever seen. It looks so good. And I do think we owe Nate the Hate an apology when it comes to this, because not only did he get it right of when it will be coming out, but he also got like what the game is about kind of right, but I'll talk more about that in my podcast. Anyway, along with the new and updated graphics, they also redesigned the characters, and I just want to be clear, my perspective on this game is coming from someone who knows little to nothing about Star Fox and has never played a Star Fox game before. But apparently these are these new designs, and I have seen from the early reactions I've seen, a lot of people don't like it, and I don't get why. In my opinion, I think they look amazing. It's so much more realistic, and people are saying they look ugly, and I don't get it. I think all the characters look really good. I don't think any of them look ugly. A lot of people are saying Falco looked ugly. Everyone else is okay. I also don't get that. Now, yes, it is basically a remake of Star Fox 64, and I have also been seeing a lot of negativity against that because apparently this is the 4th time they've done that in some way. Now, again, I don't know anything about Star Fox. I've never played a game, so I'm not sure how that would work. It sounds like all of the other Star Fox games have somehow had the same story. I'm not sure how that works. Kind of reminds me of Mario because they all have kind of the same story of Princess Peach, but you know what? I don't know. But it is a Star Fox 64 remake, but they also did add quite a bit of new stuff. So first of all, they've added some new modes like challenge mode and battle mode. I'm not exactly sure if both of those are new. I know at least one of them is. Again, I haven't played the first one. Basically, challenge mode is like already stages you cleared, but there is like new objectives and challenges of which you won't find in campaign mode. That looks really cool. And then there's battle mode, which is like a online or local multiplayer, or even CPU multiplayer, I think. Like battle mode with like certain different courses, and like there's kind of like capture the flag from what it looks like. There'll be 2 teams, Team Star Fox and Team Star Wolf. It looks really good. In this mode, you can use game chat and game share, which looks really cool. Speaking of game chat, they also announced that there's going to be animated avatars for during game chat, which looks really weird. I think that's the weirdest part. Some people are like, oh, that's so cool, but I'm like, no one has the Switch 2 camera. And all I'm thinking of is that if the Switch 2 is gonna have to be tracking your face, which it's gonna take up a lot of processing power, so I'm not quite sold on that. But overall, the multiplayer in this game looks really good, and honestly, this is one of those games that I'm actually really excited to play with my friends because I think it will be something that everyone will like, and it will overall be really good. And then there are a few other features like mouse mode and different other things, but also there is new story elements added. So there is a ton of new cutscenes, along with new dialogue and story extensions added to the main campaign, which that's really good for people who have played Star Fox 64. And guys, to top that off, this game starts at $49 digitally and only $59 physically. Honestly, Nintendo's new pricing strategy is so amazing, and I've actually failed to talk about that, but I honestly, their new pricing strategy is amazing. And what I don't get is that, like, if we look back like 1 year ago from now almost, people were panicking that Mario Kart World was $80, and now with this new strategy, most of all the new games have been $60 and then $50 digital. So I don't know why Nintendo is pricing stuff so cheap, but hey, I'm here for it. That's really amazing. Okay, so my take on the game. Right out the bat, I am so excited for this game. The graphics look unseen for Nintendo. The gameplay looks so fun. I'm not exactly sure the whole, again, I have never played Star Fox game before, so this game, when I get it, will be the entry point into the Star Fox franchise. And you know what? I am fine with it being a remake. If I was a big Star Fox fan, I could see the disappointment, but from what I can tell, this is like a huge remake. I mean, yes, they've technically remade it 4 other times, but I think this is something a bit more. I'm really excited. Like I said earlier, I think the character designs look so good. They look so realistic, and honestly, it just looks so amazing. The game looks so amazing overall, and the cutscenes also look so amazing. And I'm gonna be most excited for the campaign probably, but I'm actually really excited about the local and co-op multiplayer because, again, like I said, I think this will be a really good game that I can play with my friends and that everyone would be interested in and wouldn't be hard, I guess, because there's some games that try to implement multiplayer and fail miserably. But honestly, everything I've seen so far looks so good, and as a newcomer to the series, I literally cannot wait. I would say so far that this is going to be my most anticipated new Nintendo game in 2026 so far that has been announced. Now, let's just theorize. If they were to announce a new 3D Mario, oh yeah, I would say that. But as of now, as of games that have been officially announced, this is my most anticipated game. I'd probably put Splatoon Raiders under this, and yeah, I'm so excited. I can definitely see the complaint, because I've never played a game, so I'm guessing these new designs are really different, and I can kind of see that, but I think this is a reboot, reimagining. I think Nintendo might try to reboot the series after it failed on the Wii U. And hey, this is gonna get me into the series, so I think this is gonna be really good. We'll have to see. But yeah, I'm so excited. And by the way, the game comes out on June 25th. Perfect timing, which that basically means that you're gonna be really just playing this game in July, and then you're gonna be playing Splatoon Raiders in August. Although, all I'm saying is, Nintendo, what were you doing with that post, with that direct? And this is so weird that they announced this game literally 1 month until it comes out. That's really strange, and I don't think Nintendo does that. They also had a game-specific direct for an unannounced game. But you know what? Nintendo's been extremely weird lately. I'm going to talk more about this on my podcast, so if y'all want to hear more about the kind of weird stuff, and also how Nate the Hate got all this right, make sure you go check out my podcast called Bitcast. It's under the podcast tabs on my channel, and you can also find it on pretty much every podcast listening service. There's probably a few it's not available on, but yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.